In terms of like getting to play a non-binary character, it was like such a huge honor, and it wasn't necessarily going to be the case in the beginning.
Audrey, say hi.
You wanna play slide?
Slides off limits to you.
I think growing up, within not only the Asian community or the theater community or the queer community, I feel like my whole life I've just been discovering chosen family, and friendship is such a lifeline for me. I'm grateful that the four of us and the creatives as well, including our producers, have that sense of camaraderie and true collaboration and love for one another, because making a movie is a form of creative birthing but also trauma bonding, and we are a chosen family of sorts, and I think that's kind of what gets you through the hard times.
I called the adoption agency and she lives in Haiching.
Okay, will you guys come with me?
Yes.
I love a grand adventure.
I think there has been a part of me that's always prided myself in not being like an actor. You know, I'm like, you know, but I'm cool and I care about other things, and if my hair is messy, so what, you know?
But me as a stand-up, I'm like classic actor. Being like, I'm not like other actors, okay.
So maybe I'm more like Kat than I think, but I do think that it was really fun to enter a character who so cared about her persona because she was hiding a very wild secret about herself. That's always fun to kind of stretch yourself in the completely, seemingly opposite direction.
Kat lives there now.
Your famous college roommate.
You ready to lose to a celebrity?
I knew when I got the script that this was gonna be huge, and it was so like, and I kind of knew that this was like a special moment. That being said, it was like the first script that I had ever been sent to audition for. So I was like, oh, I need to do this well so that one, I can get money, and two, my agents won't drop me. I was so afraid they would never send me another audition if I didn't do a good job.
Deadeye is coming, by the way.
Deadeye, your cousin?
Hey, Audrey.
Oh, hi. Hey.
Deadeye!
Where did that come from? You know, I think I get it.
In terms of like getting to play a non-binary character, it was like such a huge honor, and it wasn't necessarily going to be the case in the beginning. It was able to happen because the creators saw me and saw what I was bringing to this character, and like also a big part of acting is interpreting the text, and there were just so many lines that were like, you know, Deadeye would be like, my legal name is Vanessa, call me Deadeye. You're like, why does a person want to do that? Like, why is this person not fitting in? And like, I think it made a ton of sense to me that they would be sort of gender non-conforming, because like their lines didn't read as like a cis woman to me.
Our passports are in my suitcase that got stolen.
You know who can bypass airport security? K-pop stars. Everyone remember their names?
Sassy.
Cutie.
Lisa.
Lisa, too.
And in fact, Deadeye wasn't always a non-binary character, but I was drawn to the script for the comedy, and then I was so honored to be a part of it and so grateful that there was space for me to like add creative decisions to this character that made me feel seen, and I think made the movie itself much better and richer.
People are always thinking that I have this perfect life. I don't belong anywhere.
If you do not know where you come from, how do you know who you are?
There is like a very subtle arc with Deadeye where they like sort of change their pronouns at the end, and in my mind, it sort of paralleled a lot of what was going on in my life actually. Like, it was only my close circle of friends that knew I was non-binary, and it only really happened because they really saw me for who I was, and like in my family life, there was so much like, you're straight, you're a girl, and actually you should be a lawyer. And when we were filming, there were so many questions of like, well, how do you see Deadeye? And Stephanie being like, yo, Sabrina, I think you're trans, and like that, it was like happening on a meta level. And so from my perspective as Deadeye, like a big message to me, like a special thing about chosen families, they help you like really discover who you are. Like, you can't really see yourself and like find your people until you know who you are, but you can't like know who you are until you know, find your people. And I felt that so intensely throughout this project, and I hope it's like reflected. It's really weird, like Deadeye is kind of going through that, and Sabrina was going through that. Not that we're the same people at all, but I don't know. I hope the queer community likes that story.
I don't believe these girls are singers.
Girls, show them.
What are we supposed to show?
You're a fan of Cardi B, right?
Yeah. Is she here? There's some whores in this house.
There's some whores in this.